The previous class, we discussed that we have seen that, and that is the seat resistance. The seat resistance concept is applied to mass transistors and inverters like LMOS inverter and CMOS inverter, and also calculate the R resistances of the particular mass transistors and NMOS inverters for total R resistance also calculated for inverter circuits, and all those things to we have shown there. And also for various technologies we have different state resistance values, although all those things are we have seen in previous class. So now I'm going to discuss that is here. So these are the contents here I'm going to discuss now. That is area capacitances of layers, standard unit of capacitance, that is square CG. Here I want to give that is nothing but like square CG, right? And there is some area capacitance calculations. Some area capacitance calculations means suppose I want to take some area here. I want to calculate the capacitance of particular this layer, right? And the area capacitance nothing but CA, right? CA equal to, you know that already, epsilon insulation epsilon naught by D, right? So this is the area capacitance of layers and standard unit of capacitance, that is gate to channel, and some area capacitance calculations. This is some area I want to calculate capacitance for this particular area also, right? So here let us see, this is the area capacitance layer as I told you in previous class also, but some people are going to be asking again some what better some they have some doubts about this. Okay, so it is defined as the capacitance per unit area, right? So here C equal to epsilon naught epsilon insulation area by thickness of the dielectric medium, right? And area of this capacitance. So I want to say, give here where D nothing but thickness of silicon dioxide, that is the value is D equal to 850 angstroms, and here area is nothing but area of plates. A is nothing but area of plates here, and that is epsilon naught is permittivity of free space, and epsilon insulation is relative permittivity, that is the value is nothing but 4, and here epsilon naught is 8.85 into 10 to the power of 14 farads per centimeters, right? So here let us see, here I want to calculate this capacitance layer here. So C by A equal to epsilon naught epsilon insulation by thickness of the silicon dioxide layer, right? So here I want to calculate gate to channel capacitance value by this formula. So here that is, suppose gate to channel nothing but it is a square CG, right? Square CG here. So CA equal to epsilon naught epsilon insulation by D, right? So here epsilon naught is nothing but it is right, epsilon naught is nothing but 8.85 into 10 to the power of 14 farads per centimeters, right? And into this is epsilon insulation nothing but 4, right? By thickness, that is 850 angstroms. Here I can change 850 into 10 to the power of 850 into 10 to the power of minus 10 meters, right? One angstrom equal like here angstrom is nothing but angstrom equal to 10 to the power of 10 meters. So I want to again remodify it. Here it is. Let us see here 4 into 8.85 into 10 to the power of minus 12. Okay, 10 to the power of minus 12 farads per meters, right? Here farads per centimeters. Now I want to convert this is 10 to the power of minus 10 to the power of minus 14. Here 10 to the power of minus 14 is okay converted into meters. That is nothing but 4 into 10 to the 4 into 8.85 into 10 to the power of 12 farads per meter by 850 into 10 to the power of minus 10 meters, right? So here for the simplification of this part here, finally I got here it is 4 into 10 to the power of minus 4, 10 to the power of minus 4 farads per meter square, right? Farads per meter square. Finally, here I get that area capacitance is that is 4 into 10 to the power of 4 farads per meter square. Suppose here, or it can we can say here it is 4 into 10 to the power of minus 4 picofarads per micrometer square, right? Here micro nothing but you know that that is 10 to the power of minus 6, right? 10 to the power of minus 6. So when it is going to micrometer square, then it is 10 to the power of minus 12 here, right? Here pico means it is also 10 to the power of pico means what? It is also called as 10 to the power of minus 12. Okay, 10 to the power of minus 12. So both are cancelled to each other. Again we get farad per meter square. Okay, so, right? So this is the capacitance area capacitance of here layer, that is 4 into 10 to the power of minus 4 picofarads per micrometer square, right? Next, so these are the values here for various micrometer technologies. Here I am going to apply this area capacitance layer for various micrometer technologies, such as one is 5 micrometer technology, 2 is 2 micrometer technology, other one is 1.2 micrometer technology, right? As I told here, this is the here this value nothing but gate to channel capacitance value, gate to channel capacitance value. So here let us see here 4 into the value here it is, the value here it is 4 in picofarads, that is 4 into 10 to the power of minus 4 picofarads per micrometer square, right? Similarly, for diffusion it is 1, polysilicon 0.4, metal 0.3, like that, right? And here, so these values are, that is in bracket value, that is how it is going to be calculated here. This is the relative value in brackets. First, I want to calculate how this relative value is getting here. Let us consider here simply it is area capacitance of layer, that is the ratio. The ratio is the ratio of area capacitance of layer by gate to channel capacitance. Area capacitance of layer by gate to channel capacitance, right? So here area capacitance layer nothing but, so this is the area capacitance layer, right? 4 into 10 to the power of 4 picofarads per micrometer square, right? And here the gate to channel capacitance value, that is 4 into 10 to the power of minus 4 picofarads per micrometer square. Let us see here, right? 4 into area capacitance value, that is 4 into 10 to the power of minus 4. Okay, that is the area capacitance value, right? Gate to channel area capacitance value. So this is the area capacitance value, 4 into 10 to the power of minus 4, or 10 to the power of minus 4, 4 into 10 to the power of minus 4 picofarads per micrometer square, right? So by gate to channel capacitance value, gate to channel capacitance value nothing but 4 into 10 to the power of minus 4 picofarads per micrometer square. Okay, right? So that is gate to channel value nothing but here from this table, 4 into 10 to the power of minus 4. This is the complete, it is going to be cancelled to each other, then it is 0 1.0, right? Similarly for diffusion area also, for diffusion, for this one, okay, for this one I want to calculate how this 0.25 value is getting, that is the relative value from this table. Let us see here. Area capacitance value for this nothing but area capacitance value nothing but 1 into right, 1 into 10 to the power of 4, that 10 to the power of 4, that is 10 to the power of minus 4, okay, picofarads per micrometer square by gate to channel capacitance value. Gate to channel capacitance value nothing but this is the value, this is common for all, okay, 4 into 10 to the power of minus 4 picofarads per micrometer square. Okay, so these values are going to cancel to each other, right? Finally I want to get 1 by 4. 1 by 4 is nothing but 0.25, right? 0.25. Similarly polysilicon to substrate, okay, similarly polysilicon to substrate area capacitance value. So here the area capacitance value nothing but 0. Let us calculate here, or here 0.4 into 10 to the power of minus 4 picofarads per micrometer square by gate to channel capacitance value, that is 4 into 10 to the power of minus 4 picofarads per, okay, micrometer square. So this value is cancelled each other. Finally I want to get here 0.4 by 4, right? It nothing but that is 0.1. Okay, so this is the value. Similarly all these values are calculated going like this, right? Capacitance value, area capacitance value by gate to channel capacitance. Okay, this is the denominator part is common to all. The denominator part is common to all. Only the numerator part is going to be changes according to the given technology and based on the layers, right? So here one note is given there, the relative value equal to specified value. Specified value nothing but, suppose here for metal 1, the specified value is 0.3 into 10 to the power of minus 4 picofarads per micrometer square. To gate to channel value for the technology, that is nothing but 4 into 10 to the power of minus 4, right? That is the relative value I want to calculate for various material depending upon these technologies, right? Next, so here, see here, the standard unit of capacitance, that is square Cg. Okay, similarly here the output response of this particular circuit diagram is going to be depending upon this capacitances also. Okay, so those capacitance are nothing but stray capacitances. The stray capacitances are nothing but these are usually unwanted capacitances existing between the parts of electronic components. Such capacitance also going to be approximately are estimated to be calculated, then only we are getting to the actual response of the particular circuit diagram, right? So here I want to give some information about this standard unit of gate capacitance, that is a standard unit of capacitance. The first thing is, in first point is the CMOS and MOS technologies, the load is only stray capacitances, right? And here the stray capacitance nothing but usually unwanted capacitance exists between the part of electronics, right? And the second point is it is convenient to employ a standard unit of capacitance that can be given a value appropriate to the technology, but it can also be used in calculation without associating it with an absolute value, right? So the unit is denoted as square CZ. Why I want to represent here square is, whereas L equal to W L equal to W or W equal to L for feature size. Okay, then that particular area is going to be formed as a square, and is defined gate to channel capacitance of mass transistor. So that is having W equal to L equal feature size, that is a standard or feature size square, right? And the last point is the standard unit of capacitance is, the standard unit of capacitance is defined as between gate and the channel capacitance of minimum size of mass transistor. This is a small information about the standard unit of gate capacitance. So now I want to apply. I want to calculate the standard gate capacitance for any mass process. For I want to calculate standard gate capacitance value for any mass processing here. For example, I want to take here is a 5 micrometer technology. For example, I want to take here 5 micrometer technology. So for that, the standard gate capacitance formula equal to square Cz equal to area capacitance into area of the layer. Okay, area capacitance into area of the layer, right? First, I want to calculate here area of the layer. So here it is, the technology is 5 micrometer technology. So the layer is having length and width. Okay, length and width. So for that, L equal to 5 micrometer technology, right? 5 micrometer, and W equal to 5 micrometer. Okay, for that, so area equal to 5 micrometer into 5 micrometer, that is equal to 25 micrometers. Area of minimum size transistor. Minimum size nothing but it is like 5 micrometer lambda and 5 micrometer, 5 micrometer, right? Next one is capacitance value. That is this standard capacitance. That is a capacitance area of the value. Area capacitance value that will be taken from the table. That is gate to channel capacitance here for 5 micrometer technology. That is 4 into 10 to the power of 4 picofarads per micrometer scale. Okay, but we know that to calculate the standard gate capacitance value, square Cg equal to area capacitance value into area, right? So these two are calculated here. Finally, the standard gate capacitance equal to area into capacitance value for 5 micrometer technology. For that, finally, I get here that is 0.01 picofarad for 5 micrometer technology, right? Similarly, for 2 micrometer mass circuit, here the area is 2 micrometer, nothing but the area is 2 micrometer into 2 micrometer, that is 4 micrometer. And gate capacitance value, so this value is taken from the table. Let us see here the table form here, that is 8 into 10 to the power of minus 4 picofarads per micrometer square, right? So this is for 2 micrometer technology, right? So let us see here. For 2 micrometer technology, the gate capacitance value, that is area capacitance value, that is Ca, 8 into 10 to the power of minus 4 picofarads per meter square. But we want to calculate here square Cg, that is square Cg here, that is here nothing but Ca into area. Ca into area. Okay, so here, so the Ca nothing but here, Ca is 8 into 10 to the power of minus 4 picofarads per meter square, and the area nothing but 4 micrometer square. Finally, I want to get here the value is square Cg nothing but standard gate unit, standard gate capacitance is nothing but 0.0032 picofarads, right? Next one is for similarly for 1.2 micrometer technology, that is here the area is 1.2 micrometer into 1.2 micrometer, that is 1.44 micrometer square. The gate capacitance value, that is from the table, 16 into 10 to the power of minus 4 picofarads per micrometer square, right? The standard value here, square Cg equal to 1.44 micrometer square, and this value is taken from the table here, right? For 1 micrometer, 1.2 micrometer technology, 16 into 10 to the power of minus 4, 10 to the power of minus 4 picofarads per micrometer square. That is for 1.2 micrometer technology. So here this is the capacitance value from the table, and this is the area value. Finally, I want to get here 0.0023 picofarads for 1.2 micrometer technology. So here we calculate here for 5 micrometer technology, for 2 micrometer technology, and 1.2 micrometer technology. Also calculate the here we calculate the standard gate capacitance values, right? Next. So here I want to take some area capacitance, some area. So here I want to take some area here. This is the some area. Okay. And now I want to calculate the capacitance for this layer. Suppose here I want to consider this layer or this area. Sometime it is going to be metal, sometime it is going to be diffusion. If it is metal, then calculate the capacitance value of this particular metal layer. If it is diffusion, suppose if it is diffusion, you want to I want to calculate the capacitance value for this diffusion layer. Firstly, I want to consider it is metal. So this is the layer. The width of the layer is 3 lambda and the length of the layer is 20 lambda, right? But we know that the capacitance calculation, standard capacitance calculation is square Cm. Here M is nothing but metal. That is Ca into area. Ca is nothing but capacitance value. A is nothing but area. So here the metal value here it is 0.3 into 10 to the power of minus 4. So this value is taken from the table. As I told you here, for metal value. So this is the value here. Okay, 0.3 into 10 to the power of minus 4 picofarads per micrometer square, right? So here 3 into 10 to the power of minus 4 into 20 lambda into 3 lambda. 20 lambda into 3 lambda. Finally, we get this value is 112.5 into 10 to the power of minus 4 picofarads. So actually, can you observe this? 3 into 20, that is 60. 60 into 0.3, nothing but 1.8. Sorry, 0.8. So here, but 0.18. So here, let us see here. But this value is 112.5. So this value can be changes according to our technologies. Suppose here, let us see this case. At this case here, suppose it is 2 lambda, then it is 5 micrometers. So suppose if it is 1 lambda measurement, then it is 2.5 micrometers, right? 2.5 micrometer. But whereas in the case here, the L equal to 20 lambda and W equal to 3 lambda. For this, you want to measure here it is 20 lambda per 20 lambda, it is equal to 50 micrometers, right? 50 micrometers. Similarly, for 3 lambda, it is 7.5 micrometer. According to this rule, if it is 2 lambda, then it is minimum size. This is the minimum size. 2 lambda equal to 5 micrometer. If it is minimum size is 1 lambda, then it is 2.5 micrometers. Means if it is 2 lambda, then it is 5. If it is 1 divided by 2, that is 2.5 micrometers. Likewise, here he given the technology here, the measurements here 20 lambda, 3 lambda. If it is 20 lambda, then it is micrometer is 50 micrometers in feature size. That is the minimum feature size. If it is 3 lambda, width is 3 lambda, 3 lambda equal to 7.5 micrometer is the minimum feature size, right? So here, instead of 20 and 30, you can substitute 50 into 75, then only you can get this value. Then only you can get this value. This is 112.5 into 10 to the power minus 4 picofarads. But I want to calculate here standard capacitance value. So here you want to I want to divide this value by this standard gate capacitance value. So here for 1 square Cg, that is 0.01 picofarads. So for 112.5 so into 10 to the power minus picofarad, how much value is going to be calculated? For 1 Cg, this much of value. For this much of value, how much square Cg is going to be calculated here? So means you can divide 112.5 into 10 to the power minus 4 picofarad with this value. Okay. For 1 square Cg, this is the value, 0.01 picofarads. For 112.5 into 10 to the power minus 4 picofarad, how much of this Cg will going to be getting here? So means you want to divide this value with this 0.01 picofarads. Then only we get the metal layer standard metal layer gate capacitance value, nothing but it is 1.125 Cg, right? So this is a metal layer with respect to substrate. This is Cm, right? You know that this is the capacitance property like here. Next one is diffusion layer. Suppose here this is the I want to calculate the diffusion capacitance here. So this is the diffusion layer. This is substrate layer. In between this is a dielectric medium. So here is the CD. I want to calculate here. You know that CD equals Ca into area. Okay. The area is 20 lambda into 3 lambda. Instead of 20 lambda into 3 lambda, you can use 50 micrometer into 7.5 micrometers, right? Then only you can get this value. For this case, 375 into into 10 to the power minus 4 picofarads. Again, for 375 into 10 to the power minus 4 is divided with 0.01 picofarads. Then only you can get this value. Okay, the diffusion. If the material is diffusion material, the standard capacitance value for this diffusion material is 3.75 Cg. Okay, if it is considered as a metal, then the value is 1.125. This is the one type of method to calculate some area capacitance values for the using technologies, right? This is for again I want to discuss one more method regarding this concept. Okay, so another way to calculate this metal value and diffusion value with another formulas, right? Simply I want to say here, this is the one method to calculate the, if the metal layer is metal, this is the capacitance value. If the layer is diffusion, this is the capacitance value. Suppose I want to calculate another method also for this layer, if it is metal, if it is diffusion. Okay, this is the another method. Again, I want to take the same layer here. It is 20 lambda and 3 lambda. I want to check those two methods having equal values or not, right? So further, first I want to consider here relative area. Relative area equal 20 lambda into 3 lambda by 2 lambda into 2 lambda. This is the minimum size here, right? So this is the actual size here. 20 lambda into 3 lambda is the actual size. With respect to minimum size, you are getting the relative area. Nothing, minimum size nothing but it is a gate area, 2 lambda into 2 lambda, right? So it is 15. Consider it is area in metal 1. Suppose if it is metal 1, then the capacitance to substrate, relative area into relative C value. Okay, as I told you in previous slides, that is the in bracket value. Bracket value nothing but it is in bracket value nothing but it is a relative value, right, from the table. Okay, let us see the table again here. This is the value. Suppose if it is metal here, okay, if it is metal, the relative value is 0.075. You know that how the V's value is going to be calculated here, right? So I want to take this value here. Okay, 0.0750 Cg into relative area. This is the 1.125 square Cg. So square Cg, right? Let us compare this value. So this, if this metal is a metal, Then if this layer is a metal, then the capacitance is 1.125 square cg. Like here, this is another method, 1.125 square. Both are equal to each other, right? We can follow either this method or that method, but this method is not available in your textbook, right? Next, consider the same area is a polysilicon. Okay, then the capacitance to substrate is 15 into polysilicon, nothing but from the table. This is the relative value from the table, 0.1 square cg multiplied with the area, that is 1.5 square cg. Okay, consider the same area is the diffusion. Suppose here I want to check the diffusion calculation also. If it is diffusion, then the area is common. The diffusion value is taken from the table, that is relative value, that is 0.25. Then only you get the value 3.75. Let us check this value again here. So here the diffusion value is 3.75 cg, 3.75 cg here. So it is also having 3.75. This is one method, and this is another method. You can follow either this or this method, but this method is available in your textbook, right? And multi-layer. Next one concept is multi-layer. Suppose here I want to consider one layer here. So for this layer, if it is metal, we want to calculate the capacitance. If it is diffusion, calculate the capacitance. If it is polysilicon, calculate the capacitance. Okay, if it is polysilicon, calculate the capacitance. But I want to improve, somewhat improves, some more layers are going to be added. Then it is called as multi-layer. So then you can also calculate the capacitance value for multi-layers, right? Let us see. So this is the multi-layer diagram here. Let us see here. This is the one metal. This is one layer, nothing but it is metal layer, and this is the polysilicon layer, and this is the diffusion layer, right? Here the metal layer is 3 lambda by 3 lambda, and the polysilicon layer exposed here 4 lambda by 4 lambda with the metal, and here it is the diffusion layer is 2 lambda, and polysilicon layer is 2 lambda and 4 lambda is also. Because 4 lambda here, so the 4 lambda by 4 lambda exposed area is extending the polysilicon layer, right? So this is the multi-layer. Now I want to calculate the total capacitance of this particular material. How many layers are there here? One is Cm, another one is Cp, and other one is Cg, right? So this is then only we are going to get the total capacitance value of this multi-layer. Cm means metal layer capacitance. Cp means polysilicon layer capacitance. G means gate capacitance, right? First metal layer, and then a polysilicon layer, and then capacitance layer, right? And then metal. Totally nothing but total capacitance, right? Right. Consider the metal area. Consider the metal area here, right? Again, the ratio. Metal area by standard gate area. Standard gate area nothing but minimum feature size, that is 2 lambda into 2 lambda. Minimum feature size is 2 lambda into 2 lambda, that is 4 lambda square. But here the dimensions is 100 lambda into 3 lambda, right? As see here. So this is the length of this material. Length of this layer is 100 lambda, and here width is 3 lambda, right? If it is metal, right? That is the relative area for the ratio for the relative area of this particular metal for the layer here. The metal area equal to 3 lambda into 100 lambda. That is standard gate area, that is 75, right? And metal capacitance, that is area into relative value from the table. Then only we are getting the capacitance value towards metal layer, right? Next, consider the polysilicon area 4 lambda into 4 lambda plus 3 lambda into 2 lambda. How these values are going to be considered here? Okay, getting here. Let us observe the diagram. Okay, 4 lambda into 4 lambda plus 3 lambda into 2 lambda, right here. So this is the polysilicon area. Okay, here also having polysilicon, right? 4 lambda into 4 lambda, right? 4 lambda into 4 lambda, it's over, right? Plus 3 lambda into 2 lambda. Okay, so this is the 3 lambda dimension, right? So this is the metal one is the 3 lambda dimension. The 3 lambda dimension, 2 lambda is also extended, right? 2 lambda is also extended. Okay, why I am saying here, those layers are overlap to each other. Okay, that's why I want to calculate each and every layer metal capacitance, each and every layer capacitance values. Okay, firstly 4 lambda by 4 lambda, and secondly 3 lambda into 2 lambda. This is the extension layer area, right? So 3 lambda into 2 lambda, that is total area extension of polysilicon is 20 lambda square. 20 lambda square by minimum feature size 2 lambda into 2 lambda, that is the ratio of polysilicon. So the polysilicon capacitance is ratio nothing but total area of polysilicon is 22 lambda, standard gate area is 2 lambda into 4 lambda, 2 lambda and 2 lambda, that is 4 lambda square. 22 lambda square, 22 lambda square by 4 lambda square. Lambda square is going to be cancelled. 22 by 4. So 22 by 4. And this value is relative value from the table. Relative value from the table. Finally, I want to get the value 0.55 Cz. Right? Next, for the transistor area nothing but this area. So this is the transistor area, right? So it is diffusion is 2 lambda and polysilicon is 2 lambda, right? 4 lambda. 2 lambda into 2 lambda is the area of the transistor, and the standard gate area is 2 lambda into 2 lambda, right? Finally, I want to get here 1 into gate capacitance value from the table, that is 1 square Cg, that is relative value from the table, that is in brackets. You know that, see here, this is the value here, 1, right? Okay, so finally gate capacitance is this is the ratio value, area value, this is 1, and from the table relative value is 1 square is Cg, that is finally I am to get 1 square Cg is the gate capacitance value. But our aim is to calculate the total capacitance. Total capacitance, that is equal to Cm, metal capacitance, plus polysilicon capacitance plus gate capacitance, that is equal to approximately equal to, so this is equal to 7.20 square Cg.